Okay, welcome back everyone. In yesterday's video, I would have said that I am not going to do a lift tomorrow. However, that video that I uploaded yesterday should have been uploaded the day before. But there was an issue I was exporting, which I didn't even realize until I put it on YouTube. I looked through and I was like, oh my god, I need to re-upload this. So, I uploaded it today. Excuse me. That being Sunday, despite that video being out on Saturday. And that lift was the Friday, okay? Bear with me. And on that Friday, I said that there's probably not going to be a lift on the Saturday, which was yesterday, because of the Champions League final and it being my mate's birthday. So we went out for a few drinks, and that's exactly what happened last night. No lift, a rare drinking night for me. And I'm tempted to have a little chat about gym and life balance, but I might save that for after the workout. So if you are interested for some yapping about that, then stay until the end. But we've got arms today. This morning I thought I was going to be feeling a little bit hungover, but surprisingly not too bad, because usually what happens after drinking, right, is the next day, I mean, your head might be hurting, whatever, of course, but then you don't want to eat. That's the hardest part for me always, anyway, in my past. But today I was like, no, I'm not going to let one night, effectively take off 2 days of progress. Because I didn't get my calories in yesterday. That's the truth. And I didn't get a lift in yesterday. And yeah, if I didn't get my calories in on 2 consecutive days, I've literally just reversed probably a week's worth of bulking. So yeah, I knuckled down, got my calories in so far. I still got another 1,300, but that's after the gym, which will be very easy. And yeah, here we are, and I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. Like I said, I had a slight headache in the morning, but nothing too crazy. And then yeah, it just got better as I've eaten, drank more throughout the day, etc., etc. But yeah, we've got arms. It's a Sunday. It's the 1st of June, which is crazy. And yeah, it being 1st of June, you know what? We're gonna actually we're gonna predict today's song of the sesh, like always. We're gonna put up here. It's gonna be the Playboy Carti one, just because it matches it being the 1st of the month. And yeah, it's crazy. It's June. We are 6 months into this year, and I remember making these videos, end of last year, talking about how imagining when you get to summer and what, I can't be bothered to waffle about that. Anyway, arms, it's 10 past 10, so really not too late either. And yeah, pre-workout, had to nick some of my dad's because mine finished. I completely forgot, so I've put in a new order now already. Should be here tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So no point talking about it anymore. Let's just get into the gym for this arm day. And I think we started with buys last week, so I think we're going to kick off this arm day with some tricep work. Okay, starting off with tries, and what we're going to start off with is these double tri-rep extensions, light and squeezing focused. I've been doing this a few times now. First saw it, Sam Solik talk about it, and I gave it a go. Really enjoyed it. Gave it a break just because I wanted to do some other stuff, but yeah, it's going to be the 2nd week in a row, I think, now. We're going to start off tries with light squeezing focused sets. I used to always go really heavy at the beginning. Maybe that's when you can develop elbow pain and all that stuff if you don't warm up properly, of course. But anyways, yeah, so since switching to this light squeezing, I really do just enjoy the burn. And yeah, as an opening exercise, I think it's pretty good. You get yourself nice and warm and ready for some heavy focused sets later down the line. But yeah, light squeeze focused. We're gonna go for 2 or 3 sets. We'll see. And yeah, that's that. So let's get to set 1. Right, even like squeezing reps so heavy after 10, 15 reps. Yeah, I feel really good. I think I'll just go for 2 more. I would be tempted to increase the weight by 1 pin, just because that was quite high volume. But I think next time I'll do that, seeing as set 2 and 3, I'm expecting to get a few less reps, so that's fine. But I think next week, I need to remind myself increase the weight for these extensions. Yeah, let's go for 2 more sets. To ensure your safety in the gym, please listen to the following information. In the event of an accident, or if you or someone else is in need of urgent or medical assistance, please contact the CCTV team by using the red emergency help point by dialing 0203 005 4776. A defibrillator and first aid kit are available in a designated sleeping station located near the entrance of the gym. If you suspect a fire, press the nearest red fire call point and leave the building immediately. In the event of the fire alarm sounding, take instructions to leave under a remote CCTV team. Okay, very good opening. 3 sets. Like I mentioned, the only thing that I don't like about this exercise is I always find my hands, they'll slip down this rope, because with one rope, obviously, you're going to just have your hands at the very bottom. But with this, I don't know how well you can tell, but slightly different lengths. So I like to hold slightly higher up on the rope, so I know, it's the same on both sides. But yeah, apart from that, great exercise. I feel like starting buys some dumbbells today, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, dumbbells it is. You know what, I've not done some just regular dumbbell curls as my opening bicep exercise in I don't know how long. Genuinely, probably over a year. And I've been much more on the machines and cables as of late for arms. But you can't beat some classic dumbbell curls. So I've got the 18s. I've not curled 18 before as my set weight. So we'll see how this goes. I'll just pick them up now and if I feel pretty light. But 3 sets to match the tries as many as we can, and gonna try keep the form relatively strict, and then obviously the further the set goes on, get those partials in, and then I'll start leaning a little bit, using my momentum to help me a little bit, but perfectly fine with that. Let's get into this first set. Good opening first set. I'm not sure how many reps that was exactly, but I think stick with the 18s for set 2, and then we'll drop down for set 3. Yeah, let's keep going. Alright, a few swinging hammer curls there to end those dumbbell curls off. Yeah, let's move back over to tries. And that is 99% going to be some overheads. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, back to where we started. Yeah, usually I don't really like to go from one side of the gym and all the way back again, but today's an exception. I felt like starting with dumbbells. Yeah, back to this cable. Let me move you guys. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get some overheads in. We're gonna go for 2 sets. Oh, you know what? Let's increase weight. Let's try 30.6. This will be the new PR for this weight. We'll see how many reps we can get. I still like to get relatively high volume reps wise here, because if you go too heavy because of the overhead position that you're in, it can be a little bit dodgy, especially for your elbows. So I still like to keep it relatively light. I say relatively compared to like push down, something where I'll go much heavier. But yeah, we'll see how many we can get. Any 12 reps, I suppose I'll be happy with. Anything more is a bonus. Anything less is probably a sign to drop the weight back. Yeah, 2 sets. Let's see how we get on. Right, that felt pretty good. The only annoying thing is, can we, Pure Gym, please can we get some new handles? I don't think any of the straight bars have handles on them anymore. I don't even know how they break. Is it because like they crack or something? I don't know what it is, but it's super annoying for an exercise like that, where, like I say, your arms are in a slightly unnatural position. Regardless, I felt alright. We are going to drop the weight down by 1 for the second set though. But yeah, I'll take that as a good sign that we are getting stronger. Yeah, and between sets, I'm going to get some forearm curls in. I'm not going to show those, but yeah, always like to do that whenever I'm on the cables. So I've already done like 2-3 sets earlier when we were doing the extensions. But yeah, let's go for one more set like that. Right, that's 2 great sets there. Honestly, I love this exercise so much for the tries. I just hits the spot every time. But yeah, let's move back over to buys. What's it going to be? I could see on the cables. I'm leaning towards some preacher curls, so I think that's what we're going to do next. Preacher curls it is on the machine. Definitely my favourite preacher curl selection out of. So yeah, what can you actually do preacher curls with? So the machine, the easy bar. Are there any other ones? Maybe there is some sort of dumbbell variation. Actually, yeah, there is. If you literally just get dumbbell over one of these, you can do them like that. It's definitely my favourite. Yeah, I just feel like with the machine, you get a constant tension throughout, and I just love the burn. That's what it is. Yeah, we're going to go for 2 sets here. Weight-wise, I've not gone as heavy as I can. I do want to focus on really getting a full range of motion here, I think. But yeah, we'll see. If I need to adjust for set 2, then that's what we'll do. But 41 kg, not too heavy, not exactly too light either, but somewhere in between. Yeah, let's get this first set done. Right, that was quite high in rep volumes. Probably could have gone one higher pin weight wise, but regardless. Ooh, yeah. But regardless, a great set anyway. What I'm gonna do, I think we'll keep the same weight, but we'll make this second set on here a rest pause set, I believe. So we'll just give it a few seconds when I reach failure, and then go again. Try crank out, 3, 4, maybe 5 more reps. And yeah, we'll see how that goes, but yeah, let's go for one more set. Yeah, 2 amazing sets there. Was that like 2, 3 extra reps after that little pause? And of course, I was getting as many partials as I can, because even, pushing it from where the handle is to here, it's still flexing on by. And let me tell you, my buys are on bloody fire right now. Yeah, fully pumped. We don't need much more volume, I don't think. So let's go and finish off tries first. Not sure what that's going to be yet. Dips or push downs? Dips or push downs? I don't know. You guys comment down below. Not like that's going to change anything. But yeah, we're going to finish off tries there, and then we're going to finish off buys with one final exercise. I'm leaning towards dips, so I want to finish off buys, I think, on the cables. So yeah, let's go get some dips in. Okay, dips. Machine dips. This is a new angle for the dips. Usually put you guys on the floor, but yeah, I've got you guys a little bit elevated. That's because you are actually blocking the stairs a little bit, but it is so quiet in the gym today that I highly doubt anyone is coming down here anyway. Yeah, let's finish off some dips. We're gonna just make this a simple. Oh, actually no, we're gonna make this either a drop set or a wrist pull set. What weight do I want to go for? Let's go 68, see how that feels. And then, like I say, some sort of set intensifier. dependent on the reps, because excuse me, if I go too high in volume, I would rather not make that a drop set, because then I'm getting so many reps in that case, I'd rather it be a rest pause set, because then it's staying the same weight. But yeah, if I do get quite low volume, it means it's heavy. It's probably a little bit better to drop down weight. And that is my thought process there. So whenever you guys hear me say either that or that, dependent on the reps, that's what I mean. I feel like I've said that so many times, but never really explained it. That's why rationale behind it anyway. Let's just finish off with this simple set here. And that'll be that for tries. So let's make this second. Okay, that's a perfect try finisher. Weight pretty good, and I find it a little bit crazy because I'm on 68 kg now. This used to be the weight that I'd work with when I was fresh as my opening try exercise, and I'm now getting more reps after doing pretty much all of my try work at the same weight. So that's definitely a positive sign. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, tries done. Went for the rest pause set there. Let's go finish off buys. I'm thinking let's go back to the cables. Alright, final movement for today. Let's get some of these Bayesian Spider-Man curls, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, to finish off. Last week we've done them 1 arm at a time. I liked it a lot, but seeing as a finisher, I think it makes more sense to do both at once. And once again, we're going to make this rest pause or drop set depending on the reps. Final exercise. Let's leave it all out there now. Perfect finisher. That felt really good. Such a good stretch, such a good squeeze of this exercise. And yeah, just by looking down, I am definitely feeling a lot more pumped than I ever have. So yeah, let's just go and see. Let's get a pump check. Yeah, sort of experimenting with this angle. As I do that, the phone probably is a little bit too close. So you definitely don't want to be seeing the phone in the pump check. Is this going to work? This will be good enough. Yeah, the phone will be in it a little bit, but here's what it is. Great arm day. So a few poses to see how we're feeling. I'll definitely call that a successful arm day. Like I say, I definitely feel like my arms are getting bigger week by week, and today I feel like it's definitely one of those times I've noticed it, because sometimes when you work out, you can go so long. Actually, let me not say so long. We can go like a few weeks, and you sometimes might not feel like you made any progress. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that is the case. If you're not taking care of your nutrition properly, if you're not getting the calories in on the bulk, or being in a calorie surplus, calorie deficit on the cut, then you probably won't be seeing that results, and it can be a little bit frustrating. So first thing I'll say to that, take care of your nutrition. But second, when you actually do notice a change and you feel like you actually have grown, I suppose I say take in that moment, because everyone has body dysmorphia, and sometimes even I feel like I've barely made any progress since I've started, which is now with this pump I can definitely say it's a crazy statement, but if you do notice any changes or anything like that, take it in. That's what I'll say. I'm going to finish up some core and cardio. What's the time? It is 11:10, so not too late either. So I'm going to finish up with those things. For you guys, I'll see you back in the car. Okay, rather than being in the car, I've done this the other day. I thought, let's just do the outro whilst I'm on a treadmill, because not only, we are recording, not only is it just something new, but also for me anyway, time goes quicker when I do these talks whilst I'm on here. First things first, great lift. My arms are still pumped, probably will be for the next half hour or so. It's obviously always cool, but getting stronger. Those dumbbell curls at the very start, I think I might need to start doing them more often. They felt really good. Maybe that's just because I've not started with dumbbell curls for a long time. I always feel like that's the case when you don't do a particular exercise for a while and come back to it. It always feels good. Maybe it just feels refreshing, because at the end of the day you are hitting the muscle in a slightly different angle, slightly different way than you would be with say like a preacher curl or something. End of the day, yes, all biceps, but each different exercise does it slightly differently. Tries for those overhead extensions, increasing weight, so definitely can't complain. But when I was in the car, I was talking about, what was it? I went out for a few drinks, and I wanted to just talk about general, balancing life and going out and gym. So a little bit more context. I went to uni up in Loughborough, and I only got into the gym end of my first year, literally the very end. So my freshers year, going out pretty much. Well, obviously freshers week and whatnot, but let's say after freshers week, where you go out every single day, which I don't know how I manage. I feel like everyone's always talked about this when they're older. It's like, how do we manage to drink so much and not feel like absolute shit after the next day? In general, I would say 100% at least once a week going out. There'd be always, a union event, or would be going up to Nottingham. By the way, if anyone's out there watching that is interested in good nightlife, Nottingham is the place to be. But so first year pretty much flew by, and then towards the end I was like, right, it's time to take care of myself now. Had my fun, of course, it's time to hit the gym. So started going gym very end of the first year, and over that summer I might even put some pictures and stuff whilst I'm talking, and videos and whatnot. But that summer proper into it, going gym pretty much every single day. Obviously then I didn't know anything about, well, I'm not going to say obviously, but for me personally, I don't know much at all about nutrition, about the importance of calories. I thought that if I'm skinny, if I just go to the gym, I can get big and get muscly and whatnot. And to some extent, there is some truth to that. You definitely can. However, if you're on the skinnier side. There's no doubt about it that a bulk is needed. So I'd say obviously you get your newbie gains, delighted, and then probably like 3 months after I first started working out, from then to like probably a year after that, between that period of time, apart from, I'm not going to say it was time wasted, because I was still going to the gym every day and getting better at doing exercises and whatnot, but I wish that if I could go back, I'll do a lot of stuff differently, particularly intensity. I was definitely not pushing myself as hard as I could, and nutrition, possibly even more importantly. I didn't track any calories, didn't really know too much about bulking or anything like that. Also, I've heard the terms and that, but I thought, whatever. And yeah, for that reason, I didn't really make much progress at all for that whole year. And then second year came around, once again, Freshers Week. Everyone went out for, I don't know, out of the 7 days for like 4 or 5 times. But in second year, I started to learn how to say no. I'd say, I think that's the most important thing. So in second year, so many times, everyone's going out. Let's go to the Union on Friday. Let's go nuts. But I knew that it would be stunting my progression. So many times, it is difficult at first, of course, but you have to say no, and you have to say that no, I'm going to the gym today. I'm not going to be going out, and of course, you can go to the gym earlier and still go out. But I am someone who goes always really late, and after some time, saying no, it becomes easier. As much as the friends may try and convince you, be like, it's only this one time, you will hear that phrase. I don't know how many times I've heard that phrase, or I was like, oh, it's going to be the last one, There's never a last one. There's always going to be a next time you can go out. Don't feel bad about yourself for not going out for, I've never been one really to have that fear of missing out, but if you're someone who does, don't stress it. Don't stress it at all, because next thing you know, it's someone's birthday the next week. Go out then, enjoy yourself, have some drinks. But yeah, second year, pretty much like that throughout. Once again, that's when I think I started to slowly, no, not even, I'd say towards the end of second year is when I slowly started to learn about what bulking actually is and calorie tracking, and inevitably I started to gain a little bit of weight, started to get stronger, and I started to see changes, started to see improvements, and that was good. But I still wouldn't say my calorie tracking was consistent, because it wasn't. I mean, so many games that I skip out. And what else was I going to say? B. I'll just say I just wasn't consistent with it, because yes, I did gain some weight, but I also then plateaued once again pretty quickly. Anyways, that summer went by once again. Loads of lifting, going up, still enjoying yourself. And then final year, a lot more serious with gym, intensity, and nutrition. This is when I started to bulk properly, right? So when I started, I might try find my weight when I started by final year at uni. But what I do know, one thing actually, exactly 1 year ago today, like a few days ago, I was 78 kilograms. Today, 88, almost 89 now. So I put on 10 kg of fat, of course, also, but muscle also. In 1 year. And now, if I think about that, like 10 kg in 1 year, and I compare that to my first 2 years, where I started at like 65, 66, I put on 10 kg in 2 years. That tells you sort of, that I wasn't, I didn't really know too much what I was doing, which of course is fine when you first start, but just a few things that, I wish I'd done a little bit sooner, but it's what it is anyway. And then once again, final year,
I think, yeah, last year I went out like here and there a lot more. Right, of course, your studies are a lot more serious. Your final year, you get your dissertation stuff, so it would pretty much just be birthdays. But don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of birthdays around. You know, always a friend of a friend, whatever. And yeah, in general, I want to see if we are still rolling. Because I know my phone isn't on highest of percentages. But yeah, the effects of drinking on your lifts. If you're on a bulk, or for me anyway, impossible. I'm getting my calories in for that day, because that whole evening, instead of going to the gym, come back eating a big meal full of protein, you're out and you're having drinks, and maybe you have a McDonald's after, or a kebab or something. That's not enough. Then obviously you also skipped a gym session, and the next day you could be screwed, because if you wake up and your head's ringing and you don't want to do anything, you just want to stay in bed. What are the odds that you're going to get your calories in? What are the odds that you're even going to go gym in the first place? If you're going to go to the gym on that day, and then see if you are to go to the gym, what the odds are actually going to have a good workout. So that's what I mean with going out. You have to find the balance. Okay, I always enjoy going out with my mates, getting a few drinks in, but you have to be you just have to be, what's the right word I'm looking for, right? You just got to contain yourself. You have to be smart. Don't go out every week, because ultimately, if you want to see progress, if you want to get stronger, if you want to get bigger, going out every other day, even every week, that's not gonna go hand in hand with the gains that you want. And let me tell you that from personal experience, but in general, it's just pretty much common sense, really. So if you know that you want to get to a certain body weight by a certain time, and you're there one Friday night, or let's not even say Friday, let's say it's like a Tuesday, and you've been invited to go out, think to yourself, is this night out really worth going out for? Sacrificing the gains that you might make? You need to really see and be truthful with yourself what you want to prioritize, because those do not go hand in hand at all. You have to just to contain yourself. That's what I'll say on that matter. But of course, on the flip side, go out, enjoy your life, get those drinks in, because who doesn't have a cheeky couple of pints here and there, I think that's all there is to it on that. Luckily today I don't feel bad at all. I did get my calories in. I did get a very good lift in. So I'll only say yesterday was a day wasted. Not wasted, but day not optimized, gym related wise anyway. Is what it is. Just know now. So I'll keep going. Can't look back on that, just keep pushing, keep getting those calories in over the next few weeks, and keep getting these lifts in. And just like that, I'm 12 minutes and 35 seconds already. It's crazy how quickly the time goes, honestly, when I talk on a treadmill here. I could go on and on. If I could have my own treadmill podcast or something. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to do some abs still after this. So I decided to do my core cardio first, So we're going to do that and get back home. Shower, of course. Sweating like a dog already, and then get some calories in. Like I say, I'm on like 2.7k for today, so I need 1,300 more. It'll be very simple. And that is that, I think. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys like always for watching. If you're still listening to this chat, then you're a real one. I do appreciate you. Thanks. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you for what's tomorrow? Monday night, and we've got legs. I've got football tomorrow. Shouldn't be too bad though. So should be a good leg day tomorrow. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for that one.